Good evening, everyone. It's Claudia. Hope you're all well and having a good week so far. Happy Hump Day. So thank you for joining me tonight. It is the penultimate, the 11th live of our Christmas top 12 tips when selling your home. And today we will be talking about why you need to ensure that the agent you instruct has a dedicated sale progressor. So I'll be talking more about what they do and what their roles are and why they're important. But before I get into it, if you've just joined us, welcome. This is the second to last of the series. If you want to catch up on the advice and the lives we did before, head over to the Walton Property Community Group. I'll put the link in below. And yeah, you can catch up. They're not very long at all. Just bite-sized tips if you are thinking of selling. I think you'd find them very helpful. And obviously, if you know anybody who is particularly interested in tonight's topic, then please do tag them in this live. They'll get the notification to join us and hopefully come through with their questions. And on that note, please, any questions you do have, just pop them in the comment section below, and I'll look out for them at the end. So, I think following on from yesterday's live, where I spoke about the importance of shopping around for the best solicitor or a solicitor who will be best for you, the other important element that ties in with ensuring the sale goes through swiftly and as stress-free as possible is to ensure that you have a dedicated consultant progressing your sale. So for any first-time vendors, I mean, you should have come across a sales progressor when you were buying. Sales progressor is ultimately someone within that estate agency who looks after or nurtures the deal on the client's behalf, on the seller's behalf. And they're the member of staff who is there to ensure that all parties are expediting any matters of the sale at every stage. And also to make sure that if there is a chain, that all the estate agents within that chain are at the right stages within their section of the chain to ensure that exchange and completion stages are simultaneous where necessary. And they're essentially the middleman to ensure that at no point during that sale is there a grinding halt. Those halts cost so much time sometimes and potentially the sale going through to exchange and completion. And the other side of that, going back to solicitors, is remember that conveyancers and solicitors will only speak with their clients and also the other side solicitor, both buyer or the onward purchase solicitor. So when you're involved in a chain, the agents are the only people really who will speak up and down the chain. And the agents are all working towards the same goal, and that's to get the property to exchange and completion successfully and as swiftly as possible. And I think something to remember as well is that we all know that solicitors charge for the work they do, but the agent doesn't get anything if the sale was to fall through. So what we do is we have a system which records each and every stage of the transaction, every call, every element of dialogue with anybody within the chain, every party. And we send anyone within our section of the chain automatic updates. And when, anytime we speak to the financial advisor, the legal team, the other agents, we send that update to anybody who's actually liaising with Rochills or for that agent. Everyone should get an update. So that's what we do. And it's really helpful. It just keeps everyone in the loop. And I think it's also good to remember that there are times in the process, at the height of it, where solicitors will go quiet. And that's just when they're going backwards and forwards with dealing with different inquiries related to the property. And this is where the agent can sometimes step in to get pieces of information from the seller, the management company, the solicitor, the mortgage lender, and just deal with certain inquiries in a timely manner. Solicitors do have a pile of files. That's something to remember. They have a pile of files on their desk. best way to think about it. And often dealing with properties all over the UK sometimes. So it's often the case that whoever shouts the loudest will get dealt with. So really that is, I think, summarizing what's so important about having an agent who has a sales progressor within their team, someone who speaks to the solicitor and assists with speeding up the replies to any inquiries. And so, for example, we use a company called the Partnership. I'll put the link in below, who have an online portal, so we can see each and every case and where we are in that transaction, any information that they require from us, or anything within the transaction as well. So yeah, I think that sort of covers it. It's a bit of a brief one today, but yeah, ultimately just make sure that the agency has a dedicated sales progressor where possible, someone who's also experienced, to ensure that the sale is well managed throughout, up until exchange and completion. So there we go. I hope you found that useful. Let me just check for questions. I know we had some good interaction yesterday, which was fantastic. Thank you so much. But yeah, if you're wanting any further advice outside of what we've discussed tonight, like I say, if you've missed the lives previous to tonight, they're all in the Walton Property Community Group. I'll put the link below. Outside of that, you've got the free help and advice section on our website. That's rochills.co.uk/free help and advice. I'll put the link for that too. And you could also direct message me. I've really enjoyed having that interaction with you all. If it's more of a one-to-one basis that you need advice on, message myself or any of the other consultants that you have on social media, or you can call the office. We are 24/7, so you can call 01932 22 21 20. But yeah, I hope you found tonight useful. Do give it a like if you did like the advice we gave, or give it a share if you think this might help someone who is amidst making the decision of instructing an agent. And also, if you want to keep on top of the local property market trends, I think the best place to go is Walton Property Community Group. There's loads of content in there. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Tomorrow will be the final, tip 12. And what we're going to do is we'll have a little roundup session on Friday with Craig. We'll be sort of summarizing this week's tips and getting his view on some of it as well. And obviously, again today, thank you to anybody who came into the office with their gifts for, like I said yesterday, we are working with Home Start charity for local children under their services, and we're doing a shoebox appeal of donated gifts. So we have until Friday the 15th. They're collecting all our donated gifts, or your donated gifts, this Friday. So if you are wanting to get involved, I'll put the link below. Please ensure that your gifts are dropped off. I think it's by 11 or 12 on Friday, but I'll get confirmation on that. So thank you so much. Nice and brief. You can continue with your evening, and I will see you all tomorrow afternoon. Bye-bye.